Hey, welcome to Seven Heaven, y'all. I wanted to do some channeled messages and a tarot reading for a case that's kind of been dominating the public consciousness at the moment. It reminds me a lot of, and I wasn't called to do this until it started to step into a parallel realm, just in terms of prosecution, of one of my favorite writers, Truman Capote, wrote In Cold Blood, and the way that that case was handled in terms of the guilty parties is reminding me of this. I mean, it's like you can't go anywhere without seeing this person's name, the killing of a very prolific person, and kind of the public, well, the online support and the public execution of somebody who, I mean, represents Gen Z, is now just kind of a infamous vigilante type and anti-capitalism kind of class warrior that we're getting pushed in our faces what happened in a bit of a trial by media, even though we don't know that much. And of course, y'all already know, is he hot? Yes. But whether or not he's hot is not on trial, so we're going to leave that on the shelf where it belongs. But of course, I'm talking about 26-year-old Luigi Mangione and his alleged murder, of Brian Thompson. And yeah, I got called to do this at some point when there was going to be a death penalty, because I've been getting a lot of downloads, and I've been hearing a lot about this. And I just wanted to do a quick, let me grab something, y'all. To grab my other set of cards. Yeah, we're just gonna do channeled messages and tarot for where exactly. Oh, this is a new deck. I can't shuffle her. Ooh, okay, there we go. Ooh, where exactly this case is gonna go, and what's going to happen in terms of the prosecution. I mean, even his defense lawyer said she's seen nothing like it, and that they're really trying to expedite this. Okay. Ha ha ha! Wow. And weirdly enough, the first card that came out is this. That's crazy. This is my first time ever using this deck, y'all. I literally shuffled them for the first time on camera. But the fact that this was the first card that popped out and y'all saw it pop out on camera, that's wild. Insurance. So we're tapped into the energy already then. Wow. Because honestly, I didn't even know there was an insurance card in this deck. So welcome. We're here then. We are here. Wow. Yeah. Spirits, guides, angels. And I fasted and I meditated to do this reading. So we're tapped into the energy. But I really just hear that there's something kind of bigger. I'm going to be looking down and kind of zoning out, y'all, while I channel and stuff. But I just really hear that it's not a one-person thing. And when we see life insurance, I really think, I don't know, it can always be a hitman scenario. And that's when I was thinking of it being comparable to the Clutter murders, that it's not quite ruled out that it could be a hit. And I really think that if they make the death penalty stick, they're gonna try to put this young man down like a sick dog at the vet, just as soon as possible. Let's see, spirits, guides, angels, what do you have? In terms of telling us, is this something a part of a larger operation? Well, I mean, and of course this is like wild. And we know what we know. I mean, he was separated by... from his wife. Brian Thompson was. And I'm not sure if he was seeing anybody at the time of his death that wasn't his wife. But I mean, Secret, let's see what we can pull from tarot. I mean, even just looking at these three here. Oh, I should grab them at the top. And like, look at how these look together. Secret affair and life insurance. I don't know, y'all. I've been hearing, even in my own brain, that he was doing someone's dirty work. Y'all know that song? I don't even know who sings it, but it goes, I don't wanna do your dirty work no more. I heard that song when I was thinking about that this morning and preparing for this. And yeah, spirits, guides, angels, please reveal the truth to us. I mean, we got this, but it came out reversed. And that's what's funny, is that there's multiple weapons. I mean, how funny too. The first card that comes out is one that has a weapon on it, and I was told to use my zombie tarot. And the Knight is all about communications. So I feel like this is like an intelligence type of thing, because we have the multiple weapons and almost like the military. So and of course it's stuff that's so hard for us as civilians to ever know, but I think there's a possibility that somebody wanted that man dead. And I mean, and let's even ask, is Luigi the responsible party? Is he the actual killer that was seen on tape, that was there, Midtown? Reverse for no. Okay. So it's an upright yes, reverse no that I had in my head. And the Ace of Pentacles down, along with the reverse Justice card, y'all. I really think he's a fall guy. You can't really make this stuff up. Justice card in reverse. Life insurance card. So it's like that idea that if he's the one doing it, he's not a lone actor. Somebody hired him to do it. And I don't think that he was, though, because he might just be a fall guy. Is he the one that was at the scene? Is he the killer? We kind of got a lot of them here. And we keep getting, Magician in reverse. This kind of mad scientist, but it's upside down for a no. And I like looking at these pictures, y'all, because they're not the typical like Rider-Waite tarot. They're different. So, This one was reversed too, and it's someone with a helicopter flying over a hospital. This is a helicopter flying over a hospital, and it was in reverse. Then the Empress, the nurturing mother card, was the one that was upright. And she has her hand out to say stop. And then you have the Chariot that was also in reverse. And it's another card with guns. And look, the funeral procession, when we ask if he was the one that did it, I don't even think that's him. But for some reason they want him to go down. Will we see justice for him, or will we see... Yeah, that's weird. So really, I mean, from this, y'all, I don't even know why I'm hearing this, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. I know facts that were presented really blame him, but that's why I want you guys to watch the other video I'm going to upload on the Clutter murders, because there's a similarity there of just a hired hit being expedited through the death penalty because of corruption, essentially. Not to give it away, but whoever did it, even assuming it's not him, because of course the defense attorney, it's their job to be like, oh, you don't even have the evidence. And it's not their job to prove that he is innocent in the eyes of morality. It's their job to prove that he's innocent in the eyes of the law, y'all. So that means that even if he were guilty, the investigation has to be ethical and go through due process, and everything about it's just seemed off. But the fact that these are the ones that came out of the true crime deck, and then we had justice in reverse too, that to me is weird. That to me is weird. So it's like, if he were the one, he was maybe hired by some lover or something. Somebody, I don't know, y'all. I wouldn't be surprised if a journalist or someone came out and said, like, there was some lover or affair partner that was on his life insurance policy and wanted him gone, and they enlisted someone young to do it and blamed somebody else, or they enlisted Luigi to do it. But I don't think that the story that we're hearing about it is the actual truth. Let's see, do we have upright in reverse? Okay. Yeah, let's ask the pulp deck now. Spirits, guides, angels. Was it Luigi? Is Luigi the killer of Brian Thompson? And did he act on his own? Was it Luigi? It's not looking, there's no clear yes that it was him. And if it was different than what we think or what we hear the motive was. It wasn't just because he had chronic pain and was angry. This ties to a much larger operation. And we see the Chariot too. Not only is there the coffin in the back, there's multiple victims, multiple accomplices. And it's interesting because his manifesto says, I acted alone, so don't bother looking for anybody else. And I'm sorry, but there's people who shoot elementary schoolers that we treat with dainty little lily gloves from a justice perspective. So I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. That something about that to me is strange. Is it Luigi? Was this him? King of Pentacles. So it's somebody for money, but I don't, And you see even the pentacle has that star. Well, he was a Taurus too. And there's the bull in the background. So if that was him, spirits, if it was Luigi, can you tell us motivation? Did he act alone? Did he act alone? No. Nope. He's not acting alone here. Can you tell us if it was him, who might have sent him? Who sent him and who set him up? Temperance. What does it say? Part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. And it was in reverse. Part woman, part man, all angel. That's weird. That's weird. So a couple. So the woman that's involved with Brian Thompson and might have been on his life insurance policy was also seeing somebody else. So he was basically hired by this couple, maybe a colleague of his or something else. So this woman's seeing Brian and she's seeing someone else, and they decided to screw over Brian Thompson jointly. So the secret affair was that he's seeing this woman, and she's seeing someone else who might even work in that world. Because there's also, this is such a good deck for this, there's also like kind of medical anatomy here. So maybe even someone else that works in that healthcare world, and they decide to both kill Brian Thompson with life insurance, for life insurance. And they enlist Luigi. Did they have, I don't know if he has ties to being a part of a crime family. I mean, Baltimore has a history of corruption, and who knows if this woman that Brian Thompson was seeing has some tie to Luigi and his family, or something like that. Spirit, was Luigi hired by a couple? Please. Upright, yes. Reverse, no. Was he hired by a couple as part of an affair? Upright, yes. Yes and yes. 8 of Wands, green means go. Yes. And even in the little bitty bottom corner there, you can see a couple. It's weird, y'all. And if this is somebody, it was 2 yeses too. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. Very weird. Let's go back to the True Crime deck. This is real. We got tapped in today. Someone spoke out because we didn't... It's interesting too, with these zombie tarot ones at the bottom. The Justice reversed. We didn't see that it was him acting of his own volition. I think that's the crazy thing, is they're trying to make him out to be some psycho, but I would guarantee that someone just paid him and said, we'll get you off the hook, you won't get caught. And then when he did, they threw him under the bus. Maybe they offered him money, the kind of money that he actually needed to get his surgery. And then they set him up so that if they got caught, it throws the scent off them completely, because a young man with a manifesto about how much he hates all this stuff which maybe he did, and that's why he was willing to do it. Because it's similar with the Clutter Murders killers in Cold Blood, that those people are acting because of, what's effectively a chip on their shoulder, but no, baby, no. He didn't. I don't think he was motivated to do it by himself. A man with a manifesto makes for a complete thrown the scent off the trail. It's like giving a drug dog a steak so that he doesn't smell the drugs that you have on you. Whew. Homicide. We know that. Whoa! I just got chills seeing this. Alive and faked death. What? That's weird. Huh. Ooh, that made my stomach hurt. Lord. That's weird. It's weird too because we're talking about something, health insurance. That is odd. There's possibility of his involvement. But who? That doesn't necessarily mean him. Oh, let's go zombie tarot. Oh. It just trips me out that we have the first aid kit when we already have life insurance. And he had already been hit. Brian Thompson had been hit with a lawsuit that was about him insider trading, basically. They unloaded like some 150 million of stock or something like that, which I wouldn't frown up at that money, y'all. But yeah, that's weird. Spirit, can you tell us who faked their death? Can you tell us clearly who faked their death? Was it Brian Thompson? Or someone involved? Maybe his co-worker. Wanted to fake his death. There were two people in the lawsuit. One was Brian Thompson and one was someone else, I think, from United Healthcare. And maybe that guy was planning to fake his death to get out of the consequences, because their lawsuit was still pending. Spirit, can you tell us who? If you mean, do you mean Brian Thompson? Upright yes, reverse no. I mean, there's also the possibility that he, which that seems crazy, faked his death to avoid consequences. That's wild. Two of Wands. Well, it's upright, yes. And there's two people here, two men. And a zombie. Which, of course, it's zombie tarot, but... Spirit, can you clarify, please? Was it Brian Thompson who faked his death? And was that what him and his friends were planning? Can you confirm with an upright yes? They were going to fake their death to get out of consequences, which seems so extreme, but you could just disappear to a middle of nowhere town, I guess. Or go to an island, all that money. Go to an island. Wow. Wow. Yeah, somebody wanted to run away with this life insurance. Run away to an island. I mean, that seems so extreme, but I can only imagine if you're in that circle, as elite as it gets, somebody, yeah, somebody knows it's not right. Can you show us spirits, guides, angels? What else? What else we got? Clear as day. Yeah, Luigi's the fall guy in some kind of plot. That was either a hitman or a false hitman for a reset, or somebody claiming insurance. Either way, it's insurance, but something just didn't go according to plan, though. He agreed to do this for something that he didn't think he would get in trouble for. And then, when he was caught, he wasn't offered the protection he was promised. What the heck? Right? Like, he planned this with somebody, and they didn't do what they promised. Somebody promised him immunity for what he did and did not follow through. Whether that's because Brian wanted to run away or, it could even be the friend was going to fake his death and run away with the woman, but somehow they were planning to avoid these consequences. They enlisted his help, or some third party enlisted his help, and then they went back on the immunity that they promised him. Yep, and the sirens right there. That's wild. That's wild. Let's get one more card, and we'll do I might have to do a part 2 on just this, but oh, spirits, guides, angels, will the charges stick? Are the charges going to stick for Luigi? Or will he see some semblance of justice, y'all? Are the charges going to stick? North Node. Let's go another one. Come on, Spirit. Can you have something clear? Give us a concise card. Clear as day, clear as day. Will the charges stick? What do we have on the back? Your commitment is being tested. Don't let the past hold you back. Take time to breathe out. The South Node and the disseminating moon. Fiery climax approaches. I think we're going to see something sooner than later something about this is going to come out, I think. Because somewhere on the inside, I don't know, y'all. What a strange series of predictions. I'm going to have to do the part 2 and maybe a part 3 in parallels to the Clutter murders. And just the idea that there's somebody behind this, and we don't quite know the truth of everything, but there's someone behind this that we didn't think would be, and it's a part of a scheme, and it's a scheme gone wrong because he was never supposed to get caught. And he was promised by whoever that if he did get caught, they would come to his rescue. But they didn't. They didn't. So it's either a part of Brian Thompson running away to avoid these financial consequences, even to the point of faking his own death, or some kind of affair partners using him for life insurance. Literally, him faking his death to collect his own life insurance money, which sounds crazy. Honestly, these are some weird messages. But I knew from the second that life insurance was the first card we pulled that this was connected. So take from this what you will, y'all. But those are some channeled messages. I'm going to have to do a part 2. The Justice in Reverse got me too, because it's just clear that Spirit knows what we're talking about. So if you take nothing else from this, y'all, know that it's a scheme. It's all a part of a scheme that was gone wrong. And don't let people make you think that this was just an individual actor, because I don't think it was. And I think everything a part of the narrative is supposed to push that to make us believe it. But I think he was just, I don't know. He wasn't supposed to be caught, and this was very much planned. I'll link to part 1 or part 2 as well, and maybe part 3. I'm also going to be doing some collective messages for the new year, y'all. And hopefully, I mean, let me know what kind of readings y'all want to see. I'm going to be doing mediumship and channeled messages, but let me know if y'all want to see signs, more sign specific, more collectives or whatever. But I'll have a lot of crime readings too, not just this one. So I really appreciate and love y'all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.